So it's as I'm sitting here that I realize, as we are going to go over the review, so, you know, use the timestamps if you want to skip ahead to when I'm actually resuming time, but, oh my goodness, I need to mute already to cough. The other thing I need to be wary of is that when I am, when I'm doing this recording, so there's a reason why I put in brackets in the description, stream-like recording, and that is because I am recording this, and if anything happens in between, I'm essentially not editing, rendering, and doing any in-betweens. This is recorded and uploaded directly to the platform that you are watching this video on, or you probably will be watching this video on. Otherwise, let's get into it, because I am looking at roots and herbs. I obviously do some review before the recording, but, oh goodness. Too much coughing, I did take medicine, but yeah, we opened 6 glades and only found 1 patch of fertile soil. It's a lot of fertile soil, 14 squares, or tiles, whatever you want to call it. But we need more. If for no other reason than the order. Now, thankfully, we're just on Viceroy difficulty, so we're not punished too hard. But if this were, if this were a prestige, I would be in pain. So, that being said, just doing a little quick check here. So I need 15 planks, bricks, and fabric to make even any use of that. I think there's one more thing I'm forgetting about. But aside from... oh, good. Gotta stop coughing. Aside from anything else I'm doing, so I'm holding on to this rain collector to primarily grab porridge for later, because I can use herbs for porridge, and roots, but otherwise we're gonna make use of these gathering nodes to try and make something happen. I don't know if there's too much I can do, but just one more quick check over my buildings, and a quick check on OBS, just so I know what I'm doing with my life. Oh my goodness, that's not where I want to go. So yeah, I think we've made all the blueprints that I've unlocked, so what awaits is for us to proceed with the storm, because we're just kind of sitting here waiting for it to go. That being said, yeah, my hostility thankfully isn't too high on year 4, but, things. Also, what's happening here? We, resolve decrease for amber, but we used it all because, we had to do a thing, so. Anywho, I don't think there's much more else to review. The only other things is, this, maybe. But if possible, I'd like to give it something else. Probably clearance water, but I guess we'll see. We have time to wait. Unless something really good drops from it, I shouldn't particularly need it. Otherwise, I could just use humans to pick up the oil here. And yeah, you know what? Let's not doubt ourselves. So let's just take care of that now. And see what else we can do with our life. I don't think there's anything here. Yeah, no. So this is just here, but... And on another note, I was on my main file. I finally repaired the bronze seal, and I realized, well, I have consolidated the importance of fertile soil and certain cornerstones that essentially help you work towards longer play. Because at a certain point, unless you're willing to risk hostility, or you're just continuing on with the settlement, I'm deciding what I really want here. Probably this. Yeah, if you're continuing on with the settlement, what ends up happening is that, you want some kind of pseudo-infinite source of, source. And that comes in the way of fertile soil. Now, I don't believe or maps that, or modifiers without fertile soil, well, I forgot. I've seen it once, but I haven't played on it yet. But I don't basically... I still do believe that although RNG does exist in this game somewhat, I don't know if it exists in this version, but from what I've looked into, people in the past going up prestiges, they did feel that there was a little bit of RNG, but I feel like 95 to 99 out of 100 runs, people, veterans realize that it really is up to the decisions you make. Now, you may make a wrong decision at times, but, oftentimes a player error has been made. Also, this. What else do we do? We only have 1, right? Yeah, we only have 1. So we'll take care of that. We'll put a road in the middle here just because I can. But also because it completes the road, if possible. And yeah, we're trying to cut into the middle here so we can make an easier path towards this hearth in case people need to walk this far. Which is already weird enough, but, I mean, you never know, right? So, without further ado, as we get into Drizzle and see what we can do here... Probably packs of goods, all things considered. I will likely be buying the rest of the service goods that I can't make. Although I can make a good portion of them. ALT and incense. But that, yeah, obviously that doesn't cover the lizards. But that should be pretty good, right? Otherwise, hostility lowering is also pretty cool, but I think we'll take packs of goods instead. Because while the hostility lowering is good, that's more a soft temporary solution. Now, we are trying to finish the settlement in a quick amount of time, or relative to how quick I want to try and make it, but if I can't do it, I can't do it, right? Also note that, yeah, for at least until we fix the bronze seal, we won't be going up a prestige. Might as well continue learning the game, because I have not learned this game in its entirety. And a lot of that is the knowledge retention and an application, of course, but yeah, we're trying not to... There's no reason to set up the difficulty any harder, and obviously, if I even wanted... If I really, really, really needed to, although this shouldn't be happening, yeah, we're just gonna use oil here. I guess we should, just to get the extra biscuits, question mark? Yeah. Well, yeah, because lizards, we have the most lizards and humans at the moment. So you know what? Let's do that as well. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Well, let me just check this really quickly. We are making this? Oh no, we're just holding on to them. I really should just continue making packs of crops, but I think the makeshift post is our only source. Now, I think we did, yeah, we did take the pack of goods modifier. We did, right? Yeah, we did. So, if we do want to use this, we will get more. It's just, I'm looking at my food and seeing if I am actually actively making some. I should actually check if I'm talking about actuallys, but now I forgot. I might as well just click on the sources I see here. Nope, we're just losing porridge, losing pies. So, that being said, do we have spare lizards? Kind of, in this carpenter. Which I actually shouldn't even be making any more of these, so... We will shift them over, if for no other reason than resolve, but we want to shift them over, if possible. I can also get rid of woodcutters to increase resolve, but we don't need to do that. Oh yeah, and then we got another blueprint here. So what are we looking at? Grain, roots, vegetables, and we do have 2-star vegetables. It's a temporary solution, but we already have a farm, so... The next question is if there's anything else I really need. Do we have containers? I think we do, right? No, we don't? Okay, that would also help my packs of provision creation. That sounds weird, but hey. Butcher for lizards, provisioner is general, smokehouse is lizards too, but... I think if I'm gonna make a pack, because provisions count as pack of goods. Well, yeah, it should count as pack of goods. I looked at it, but if it's not, I mean, that'd be really weird. But let's just take another gander and see. The foragers camp would be appreciated, but I think we'll live without grabbing those vegetables for now. Yeah, because this is for the barrels and the thing. Let me just make sure. I mean, even if I did have a source of containers, which would probably be water skins because I checked everything else. We have the tea house to make it, but I don't want to use anything here because I can't actually make any of these except for maybe salt. But we're not making anything else because we don't even have the ranch to convert. If we even have it unlocked yet, because I'm confusing it. So, provisioner it is what I'm trying to say. Or at least that's how I'm justifying this decision. So, I am going to put this here. And we do need newcomers, so when they come, they'll be in charge of the provisioner. And we'll take a look here. Yeah, so we have just a tea house sitting here. Which is fine for the moment. But, yeah, and then we just got the tea house too, so... We just got a source of water skins. Else, we're kind of just sitting here and waiting for, let's see, insect production. 2 villagers as well. Don't know if I care too much about that. I do care a little bit, but... we will see. So yeah, pretty much every 2 minutes, we will get a full reputation point through resolve, at least until it holds and we run out of food, which we are running out of food slowly, but that's what this cookhouse is for. We can't make any of these, so the insects will primarily be used. In fact, I shouldn't even be consuming any raw food. Okay, I'm not. So that I can make use of these. We'll use the eggs first. I don't think I'll need them. And then flour will be the provisioner, because we'll try to turn root. Wow, now we only have so much fertile soil to make use of all that. Also, we don't have a source of any of these, but if we can start making barrels. But most importantly, we can turn these herbs into both porridge and packs of provisions for when the when a trader comes. I keep saying merchant. Trader. We'll actually just stick 4 lizards there. And at this point, I mean, yeah, I can do building materials, but I'm gonna wait on that. So we'll deactivate that for what it matters. We don't have any codes. Where did I throw the trading post, by the way? I'm also sitting quite a ways away from my thingy-majiggy. 9 minutes. I think we'll be okay. The provisioner doesn't do anything for me. The tea house, I think, is harpy favored. I don't remember if it's comfort or otherwise, but it is harpy favored. And we don't have anything. Also, this mine is out, so we can just do that. Now we technically have more workers, but we need them here anyway. So basically, I think what I'm deciding to do is that I need to leave humans available for farms, theoretically speaking. Also, I shouldn't be making flour here. The rain mill is the more efficient one. Oops. This. And then scrolls, if possible, but we don't have a place to use them. We'll see, I guess. Actually, we'll turn that off. I think I'd rather make paste. Pretty sure I'm using salt somewhere else too, but hey. Yeah, we'll throw humans here, so we'll grab more. Basically, we want to grab as many humans as possible, but we still want to look at the overall number, so that's why we're grabbing 8 over 7 on the right. Although this does help us feel the need for coats. It's still only a stopgap measure to take care of things. What are we doing here? Pickled goods. Where am I not using? Why was I so shy about using eggs? Anywho. Is this the only place I can make fabric? It is. I thought I saw something. It was just me. And then, yeah, fabric here, but if we can't do it, we can't do it. So without further ado, yeah, the number of villagers does increase our hostility level, but let's finish cutting these trees first before we do anything else, really. So let's find out. We'll get another blueprint. So 3 blueprints left. At minimum, one of these needs to be a service building, but we'll see. I am planning to cut into another glade, probably over here. I probably should actually just start now. Yeah, I'm just gonna start now. So let's just do this, and then we'll move it over here if possible. Flip it. Oh goodness, flip. So you can rotate this. Oh no, you can't. I thought you could. Anywho, I think they have to walk all the way over, but that's fine. We're out of porridge. We're out of biscuits. The resolve will drop all the way back down, but as long as we can keep making food. We don't have a lot of food left, actually, but we gotta make do with what we've got. Let me see. Is there anywhere I can use these skewers? And nothing else. I could turn consumption off, but we're trying to stay at blue resolve for as long as we can. Humans have just run out. We should be able to get to 7 reputation points. And keep in mind, I'm just sitting on 9 free people, so you know what? We are planning to make porridge. We'll just throw people places for the moment. The sad part is, hold on. Let me just make sure. I think I'm just gonna cut earlier. What's happening here? Food production speed increased by 80%, but meh. So here's our next blueprint. Nothing. Well, kind of something, but boots and training gear. We can do that. And then mainly coats, but also building materials, which kind of would help out. This is just better scrolls and then coats. So you know what? We're gonna go for the Clothier instead. I guess the service building is gonna go over that way, but we will make coats, I guess. Let's use the leather first in this case. Let's turn off building materials until I get 2 harpies there, if possible. And yeah, now we're kind of just sitting here again, but not really much else we can do. I'm really just looking for fertile soil at this moment. My next question is, can I make another small hearth if needed? I can. So I can throw a small hearth all the way over here and open this glade up if I wanted to. Well, that's a bit close to the other hearth. Basically, we can open up this glade. It's gonna suck to rest there for the villagers, but that's the choice that's the trade-off I'd make. I'm just sitting here doing nothing, by the way. So you know what we actually should do? Oh yeah, I wanted to buy tools if possible. I'm not making any of these, so I think I'm making packs of crops, right? Or I'm trying to? No? I guess not. But we need the food first, so rather than packs of crops, I'll look towards building materials, if possible. Now, I think primarily it'd be either the carpenter or something else. What do I have that makes the thingy-majiggies again? I should see them, right? Yeah, Clothier, the Clothier. Probably copper ore. Probably copper ore. Yeah, we'll make building materials with copper ore. Let's see if we have a free harpy somewhere. I've missed these things before. No, I don't. I only have 3 harpies. So one of them is in this Clothier. Oh, we have woodcutters here, so... Okay. Ruffle cop. And yeah, let's do that. I don't want to use the rest of these because knowing that I have to eventually make stuff. Now, normally I could just use it now, sell the rest to get stuff, essentially make more. But first off, well, actually, to answer that question, okay, the trader. Basic resources, building materials. So yeah, theoretically speaking, I could just make a bunch of building materials with these, but yeah, why not? Yeah, we'll do that, actually. So we'll use bricks first, then use copper ore. Just in case I need to make copper ingots. I probably don't, but hey. And then, yeah, we can't upgrade mines on this file, so we just do that. Into clearing we go. I do just want to cut open this glade, but yeah, we should just actually cut open this glade. I am looking at things I could be doing, and we're actually sitting on food that I could be making use of. I did not have anyone in this farm field. I'm so sad. I don't think they're doing anything if I do that, so you know what? Let's find out. Pretty sure, yeah, we're just idling here, so I didn't actually get anything. Oh, I forgot. Well, this is gonna be a weird year. Alright, well, then I guess we do a thing where we do some maneuvering. Huh. Well then, where did all my wood go? Did I just use them all for planks? I did, didn't I? Well, I guess we are going to cut open a glade as fast as possible. That's gonna absolutely body my resolve and hostility, but hopefully this doesn't get me killed somehow. We're gonna find out. Oh. And as I check how long this video has been, nearly 19 minutes. Let's see if we can do anything. I mean, I could just make more. I could just make use of more of these. I really should, actually. So you know what? We're just gonna cut that glade open. This one will prep, just in case something really strange happens here. But I think this around here is where I'll make the next one. This might even be a forbidden glade for all I know. Although the sizes, they're all supposed to be equal, but you never know, right? So yeah, I think we'll put our third hearth over here somewhere. Right? Am I going crazy? I mean, theoretically it should be over here somewhere, but for the sake of completing this map, and this is at least a dangerous glade, we'll see what happens. So what are we doing here? That's that. we get another friendly spirit. 4 trade routes, which... Did we unlock trade routes? We did, right? So I should... yeah, I should have actually been making use of trade routes. I was not. Sure. We need 10. Yeah, 10. It's going to be a while, but I've made my choice. Yeah, I made my choice. So, well, might as well start now rather than later, just in case anything really strange happens. But we do have big clay nodes here for more bricks, if nothing else. And then we'll see if we can get tools. If we can't, we'll just break these open. Or if we need them in emergency, we'll break these open. But, in other news, we don't have any of these. Blocks the ability to sacrifice goods. That's not so bad. What do we get for this? Global Resolve +3. Which would help, but I think in this case we're just gonna go fast here. So instead, we'll just burn it down. And then we'll think. There's more salt here that I do want for food production, but for the moment, because we want to put a hearth here, theoretically speaking, we will cut these trees over down yonder. No fertile soil, by the way, again, so yeah. And then after storm, into drizzle year 6 of the year 6, yeah, year 6 drizzle, we will cut open the other glade over here closer to our main, or our starting point. Sorry, starting point. I could do this too. Yeah, let's do that. Might as well. If we can get us blue resolve, although we are running out of food. Yeah, things. We don't have any special housing, right? We do need housing of some sort. So let's put some housing somewhere. Nothing in the stonecutter's camp, but there are over here. So, you know what? You guys can go here now. Bit ways away. This is not walking speed efficient, but I feel I need the clay, so hey. And then this is probably actually going to take like 5 to 6 minutes, no. Well, yeah, they're working on it now. Never mind, 4 minutes. But yeah, I'm not gonna get the +3 global resolve. That it would be nice, but it's not gonna happen. So I don't need to cut these trees over here, actually. So let's actually cut closer here in case I want to do a thing. Yeah, we'll open this glade up in a moment. So opening up and not putting a hearth here, I think is fine for me. It's a bit of ways of a walk, but I would rather put an hearth here. I think I can put it here safely. Yeah. Well, kind of. Not really, but you get the point. I can make do with what we have for the moment. Now, do we have enough food to last this storm? Not really, in a funny way. Why are insects? Cookhouse. Or I could just search here. Insects. The bugs. Skewers, and yeah, I don't have enough of any of these. No roots because I forgot to get the fertile soil started, but I could cut into this glade. During the storm. Do I just make the call? I'm gonna make the call. So we're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna cut into this glade now. A bit impatient of me. I shouldn't really be doing this, but we're on Viceroy difficulty. If we were on a higher prestige, I would probably just live with what I've got, but it's not the case. Also, well, no, we don't know now. We don't need to sacrifice stone marrow. Anywho. So let's see what's in this glade. Also, let's see what else we're doing here. I'm holding tab as if I can see the rain punk. There's no rain punk. So, yeah, these aren't doing anything. We'll save them for whatever this event is going to be. Yeah, cutting a glade here, but 5 trade routes. I guess we're going to be doing that. These can happen, but we're probably going to get this done first. So, and that's when they complete, so that should be okay. Theoretically speaking. We'll disable that quickly. But if things hold, because we're also missing some shelter space somewhere, places. And we are also dealing with this. So hopefully no one dies. I don't think anyone should die, but if they should, yeah, that would be really bad. But we'll find out. I could also burn... Don't I have a kiln somewhere? I do. So that's where a lot of my wood is going, but for good reason. Like, if you... 10 wood, 1 coal, or whatever, 5 coal does look scary, but it's actually very, very good for you. Anywho. Yeah, we could be accidentally destroying our yield here, but we just have to tank the blow. And let's see what else we can do. So if need be, we'll boost the harpies. I almost said fairies. Let me see what else is happening. No sis, because we can't no sis. Yeah, so this is a very lucky map, mystery-wise, aside from accidentally getting triggering both of these, but we expect to deal with them. So also, I should be doing this so we can double our yield, but hey, I forgot again, so whoops. That does mean we ultimately lose people off of these, but I think it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, we can take away 1 lizard and probably just someone in the kiln. We'll boost harpies for a moment here. They are avoiding glades for some reason, so that's why that glade is not being cut open. And we'll see what else we can do. Really? Is it when we accept? No, we must have completed them, right? We did. Okay, good. Let's see here. What else do we have on our plate? Figuratively and literally. I guess this. And we're out of provisions now. Shrug! 16 each, though, so that's kind of on me. But, hey. Hostility reduced every time you sell amber. Yeah. Funny enough, because we're going to make use of that, is this a... This looks like a forbidden, but I guess we'll find out, because I can't tell. Nope, dangerous glade. Still something to take care of, but hey. And this is another glade event, 3 to result every 45 seconds, but if we complete it, it'll be fine. And then we get a holy temple out of this, so... We get a service building is what I'm trying to say. We also get fertile soil here, hey! And then this... Forbid need fulfillment. Forbid villagers, humans from fulfilling needs for 600 seconds. Leisure, religion, cults. Cults. Religion. Religion. Leisure, religion, cult. Yeah, so. Right. We'll see. I can't track that, so. Guess we'll find out. These are big insect nests, but really it's the fertile soil here that I'm happy to see. And this. So I guess we will excavate. We might as well use the thingamajiggies, the building materials. Rip my and selling to a trader, but that's what the 35 amber is for. As for this, I guess we still want to cut wood, funny enough, so we're just going to keep these woodcutters active. But I need to find some place to... Yeah, probably these people, actually. So instead, bidding, and then this haunted temple needs to be not haunted anymore. So we can use the wood here. Trader. Do we need anything? Need to make sure we keep 20 packs of crops. But aside from that, we can sell everything else. Hold on. Actually, no. Just in case. We actually need those luxury goods too, because we have a thing for luxury goods. Just in case. Herbs, berries, mushrooms. Don't we have a thing that we that we need to use that for? 20 pottery, no. Rain mill and kiln can make efficient biscuits. Which we do want to consider, but before that, oh my goodness, you're only selling 10 tools. Oh, that makes me so sad. Anywho. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll use the rest of our amber to buy stuff. Now, what specifically? I guess we'll find out. Probably gonna be cheaper things like, yeah, water skins and stuff, but we'll see. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my body. Let us get some... other stuff. I don't need these pipes, right? Tell me I don't need them. Otherwise, yeah, I think we'll just take a lot of container type stuff. Even though we can make them, it would be nice to not have to do... Well, would it be? Let's actually get all the leather we can first. If for no other reason than to get coats. Period. So do that. Pretty sure I'm holding on to excess of something. But otherwise we can also just lower that. And then we'll be happy with our lives. And away we go. Again, we want to rely on our fertile soil if possible. You know what I also need to be relying on? This fertile soil that I've not touched yet. So let's actually make use of it. So here you go. I know there's a thing here where we can grab new people, but this fertile soil can't wait. Fertile soil cannot wait, in my opinion, as we are taking care of stuff. So we're even gonna up the priority of all of it. But I mean, if you assign them to a farm, they will work on it. But the point is that I'm trying to make things work. Anywho. Newcomers have come, so actually I didn't need to do that, but we'll do this. And I guess we will immediately use this amber to buy more stuff. Ugh, my body. I feel like there's something else I should be getting. I guess eggs for pickled goods? Let me take a quick look at what I'm looking at. Yeah, probably eggs, funny enough. It costs more than the processed items, but that's because we can make more ourselves, I guess, is the thought process. Otherwise, I think I'm just sitting on building materials too. Wait, here? Yeah, here. So, yeah, they're working on that, so I can actually sell all these building materials, I'm pretty sure. And we can get the rest of whatever I want. We'll actually pick up other stuff that I can't make myself. And, yeah, we'll just live with what we've got. So now we can make biscuits at the rain mill. We can't make too much of these stuff, but hey, we'll make do with what we've got. Let me just make sure. Pickled goods and granary. Fabric, but we don't need it, so we'll actually have you focus pickled goods at the moment. Prioritize the eggs there. I always track or connect eggs to the pickled goods, so there are other places that it's used, but I just normally make that association in my mind. What did you want again? Oh, trade routes. We have extra cloth here. I could disable them off of it, but we'll be fine. We now have enough of these. We'll also get more villagers because of that. But that'll be fine for the moment. Also, humans are going to be unhappy for 5 minutes because of the thingamajiggy. This ghost. But we can do it. So I don't really mind as much. This we're not going to be able to do. Well, maybe we can do it. Can we do it? Yeah, we can. Yeah, and they drop a chest, and I can't imagine a lot of times it not being better for you to not do ghost requests unless it's something that you don't want, you really shouldn't be doing. But 15 harmony decorations, I don't think I don't think there's a big version of it, so we'll just do what we can wherever we can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then down here will be lizard posts, because lizard posts, I guess it's on the outskirts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these should actually be prioritized as well, but we'll see what happens. I do have a bunch of builders who are free at the moment, so all things considered, we should be relatively okay. In fact, I could even take these, and we should be perfectly fine. Ow, resolve, by the way. Another service building would be nice, but we didn't get that. Hey, we get the plantation finally if you want one. A bit late, but if we get another fertile soil, maybe. Otherwise, probably Druid's Hut instead, all things considered. Yeah, to make oil. We would use nothing, because herbs and roots. So, never mind. I lied. Press instead. Same thing, but this time other stuff. Otherwise, the lumber mill for better planks. Wow, I really did get nothing. I guess we do take the plantation and see what happens to my face. Otherwise, I mean, in the end, we can end up buying a lot of wheat and other stuff, but what are we getting here? We already have, yeah, we already have 3-star productions for tea and coats. But yeah, something for oil would be nice. And we don't have beavers, so this lumber mill, I mean, I would like... You don't always have to pair them with what they're good at, but... Meh. What can berries make that the other things can't? Primarily dye, wine, neither of which wine I don't need. Dye is nice. It'll be my ongoing production of dye, and then the plant fiber is definitely used for cloth. So you know what? I guess we will grab the plantation. Yeah. Whoa, excuse me. Now, what else happens is going to be a completely different story. But for the moment, we're also going to... Are we going to do a thing? Yeah, we're going to just do this woodcutter's camp here. I might even open up another glade, but that doesn't sound actually like a good idea at the moment. So, instead, I am going to think about what I'm doing here. This ghost is in the way. But I do want to put a hearth here, basically. And then when I open this glade, yeah, we're gonna do that. So that's the decision I'm making. That does mean I need to put a warehouse closer over here, but we'll move it when the time comes. Well, yeah, we'll destroy this and make another one when the time comes. Until then, this warehouse here can be the closest living relative. So instead, let us clear some trees here. And we will be happy with what we can get. This is just, yeah, we just have camps sitting out in the open. Why are they sad? Haunted? Yeah. Still haunted, but it'll be done in 2 minutes, so they have to hold out. If I can support them if I really want to, but yeah, we're just losing a bunch of resolve, so me. Yeah, and I could switch this to a plantation at some point. But we do have some focused production on roots and herbs, so yeah. In the meanwhile, do we have anything else? Provisioner, which we are not using. Never mind, I lied. But we don't want to make use of anything else at the we don't want to use anything else at the moment. So yeah, they can stay there and be idle for a bit. Do I really do this? Let's go all the way out here, because I would have liked to cut through here to make it easier to travel. Otherwise, I can make a mine. Can I even make a mine here? No, there's not enough space. Never mind, I lied. Never mind, haha, funny pun, Jordan. Anywho. Tools would be nice, or more tools would be nice, but that'll be when I actually have enough stuff to do it. So what would let me plan this out for about 20 seconds. So if I have so much clay and basically bricks, what I should be doing is you know what, let's rush to the end of this video. So we'll get to clearance and then I'll decide what to do. That's a 2-star mushroom. This is more stuff. I could just open a bunch of these up. There's no reason why I shouldn't be opening some of these up. In fact, I should just open some of these up, so I'm going to do that. We're also just sitting on a bunch of free workers, which is not good, but hey, so one of those is going to include making that. I know you guys are unhappy. It'll be done in a moment. Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? More water, even though we're not making porridge. We do need to return some of these humans to work, but just in case we lose some, we'll leave people. We'll leave people free. Also, we are out of shelters too, so let's actually make shelters here and there. 1, 2, 3. We do need wood for that, but hey, as it turns out, are we really not done here yet? We're about to be. 20 seconds. Can you hold off for 20 seconds? We'll just let them go if it happens. Otherwise, they should heal here. Okay, good. And we can't move them, but hey, We don't have any incense, and we don't have any scrolls. Oh, we can make scrolls. So, you know what? Let's actually do that. I know, dog. Yeah. So let's actually, yeah, focus on that, because that would actually help out somewhat immensely. And if we have 3, what does this happen? What happens here? Hostility reduced by 25 every time we sacrifice goods for 200 seconds, which is interesting. Otherwise, 2 villages need for education field decreases a lot of hostility lowering. So we'll take the best of both here. Actually, that's a lizard. That's a lizard place. We'll do lizard things. And you know what? Yeah, we can actually just slowly start burning stuff over time, but we'll see. So let's see. Every 200. What did it say? Every 200 seconds. So every 3 minutes. So I would basically burn 60 sea marrow, or yeah, 60 sea marrow, 60 sea marrow if I wanted to use marrow there. I could also burn coal, but that would be for hostility's sake. It's not a bad decision, I don't think, but it's retroactive, so essentially cutting all these trees and burning coal, or in my case, sea marrow, would... Yeah, let's just do it. Glent work speed. Actually, no, you know what? Oh, no, we'll just let it burn for a moment. Yeah, we'll let it burn just very shortly. But eventually we do want to save it, because we actually want to make use of it and not just burn it for the sake of that, is what I'm trying to say. We still have parts, right? We do. So let's just double up on these, because I can double up on them. We also need to add some roads. Wow, that's a weird road. Because this ghost is in the way, but that's fine. And then we have a little small one here. A lot of clay, if I didn't already say so. But anywho. I said I was going to end the video. I guess I'll end it on storm again. But for the moment, I don't think... Yeah, so we're basically just going to burn 260 marrow. Afterward, though, we'll see what happens. So the Druid Hut would have been nice, because burning oil is the only thing that you can... Oh, sorry, we'll just go over here so I can see. For people who don't know, burning or sacrificing oil increases production speed, stacking to 75% for 45 oil per minute, which, if you have a 3-star oil production building, you essentially make a lot of use of production speed, producing oil, while you are producing other stuff. Now, you're still going to go negative on oil most of the time, unless someone tells me otherwise, but essentially it's good because all production throughout the whole settlement increases by the stacked amount. So, which, now that being said, I can lower my thingamajiggy here, but I think we're just making use of what we can do here for the moment. So, yeah, let's actually, because we already done that, we'll do a little slow move over here, over towards this. So we literally have them looking at each other here. Until it gets made, of course, but we'll see. 6 free builders, ran out of pickled goods, running out of time years-wise. We have some people just sitting in this woodcutter's camp doing nothing. So let's actually have them do something while, so I can actually cut wood. Get wood, sorry. Oh, anywho. And we should be making stuff. Yeah, we made a lot of biscuits, skewers, and we're not making anything else. Although porridge is, why are we not making porridge again? Where is it, anyway? But yeah, this video should be ending soon, so let's just make sure. Because all these lizards want to make are skewers, although I did not make them use herbs, so that's my fault. Where else are we using vegetables really quickly while they're sitting there? Yeah, that was my fault. We should have been making porridge. That would help out resolve immensely, but we can use them here, but I'm not. And then they're used for pickled goods, which I would rather have. No, I mean, we can go, yeah, we can go half and half here. So you know what? We'll use the herbs first, but we'll do that later. Turn off wheat. And things. Also, we're still burning sea marrow, I see, so let's actually stop that. And with that said, so what you see here, I don't think I want to take these, funny enough, so we'll just actually just hold on to them. But with that said, so 9.59, if the next video is not the end of this settlement, then I guess we'll see. Otherwise, Let's actually let the resolve get hit here really quickly, because it should update, and we are getting hit quite badly, but we should be able to handle it. So without further ado, if you have anything to say, this should be the thing. End screen. And you know what to do. Always subscribing helps, obviously. Watching and or listening to the video as much as you can or throughout, if you didn't know, helps out this channel as well. Otherwise, I'm also doing work as a game developer, so if you want to help me out monetarily, you can just wait for me to make a game, and if you feel that it deserves, the money, then sure. It's not, most of my games are not commercial projects, but they allow donations, which fits under the, in some jurisdictions and countries and places of residence, counts as commercial projects. But yeah, that's enough of the self-sell. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Comment if you want to. Bye!